はい、それではですね、初回の動画です。今回のスピーカーは、ジャネット・アットウッドです。で、ジャネットはですね、世界一の情熱発見ツールと呼ばれるパッションテストの開発者です。で、ジャネットはまさにパッションを生きる、自分が何に対してパッションを持っているのか、こういうことについて語らせたらですね、世界一の人です。で、今回の動画ではですね、あなた自身が何に対して情熱を持っているのか、あなたのパッションは何か、それを明確にするためにはどうすればいいのかということについて深く学べます。で、この動画を見た後ですね、ぜひ実際にご自身のパッションというのを書き出してみてください。はい、それではですね、実際に動画を見てパッションを書き出していただきたいと思います。それではご覧ください。
The biggest awakening I ever had in my whole life was when I stood before 200 homeless women in transition and gave them the passion test. And I walked in the room thinking I was going to give them something, lucky them. And I left thinking my heart was going to fall out of my body. And this is it. So this is it. When you have something and you give it, you're the receiver. When you have something and you give it, and there's nothing greater than aligning with your passions and being able to give it. So what in the heck is this passion test? So the passion test is just this simple process. It gets you so crystal clear. It's one exercise after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, that when you close your eyes, you can actually see the world you choose to create from within. And what you put your attention on grows stronger in your life. So if you can see clearly what it is that you choose to create in your world, if you can truly see it, when it becomes that picture, then you become what I call a passionate magnet, where you magnify all the people, places, or things, and they start to show up. And how many of you have ever experienced synchronicity? Where one thing led to all of you, right? Yeah, where one thing led to another, another. And this happens when you really start intentioning what it is you choose to create in your life. And that's what the passion test is. One exercise to get you so clear, to get you so clear, to get you so clear. When Chris and I gave Jack Canfield the passion test, we had no idea that afterwards when our book launched, that Jack would go to Amazon and write this review. And now Jack Canfield actually teaches this program that you're going to get today to his advanced class. And because he feels that this is so important for every single person. Because when you align with your passions, it's not about figuring out the how. The how is God's job. Now, when I say God, I mean higher power, nature, unified field, whatever energy you want to put that's greater than yourself. And you know what I'm talking about, right? And when you figure out what is it that you care about, what you really super care about, and was I clear? Do you think I was clear about what I was after? I was so clear I saw it. I was like a stalker. No, I was so crystal clear. I was a samurai so big time. When you are clear, what you choose to have show up in your life will, and only to the extent that you're clear. Never in a million years could I have figured out this story. Oh yeah, okay, let's see. First I'm going to go to our seminar. Then I'm going to, right? Now you've all made plans, right? You all know what making a plan is, right? Ever notice your plan doesn't work out the way you think it's going to work out? Anyone have a plan that's just like perfect, right? I mean, you plan to go sailing across the world, and you're going to go a certain way, but then there's a storm, and then something else happens, right? What you're responsible for is the what, not the how. So today, in just a minute, I'm going to have you take the passion test. You're just responsible, and that's what we talk about over and over and over again in the Passion Test book, is that your only job is to truly align with what you care most about. What you love and God's will for you is one and the same. And again, I'm talking about that energy, just energy that's greater than yourself. What you love in God's will for you is one and the same. Now, we don't have the luxury anymore of not aligning with our passions, do we? Look at what's going on out in the world. Every moment is a gift, and this is your gift right now. No mistake that you're here. Your soul brought you into this room for these days to align you with your gifts if you're open. If you're open, and right now, what's going on in the world demands that each and every one of us wake up and have the courage to follow our passion. To wake up and have the courage to follow our passion. So that's what the passion test is all about. So I want to ask you, what are some areas of your life that are important to you? What are areas? Just scream them out. What are areas in your life important to you? Family. Okay, so let's put this. Let's put family, and forgive me if I'm behind in front of you, because I don't like to have my back to you, but this is a little hard not to. Okay, so relationship. So it's not just relationship with your husband, it's relationship with your friends, right? Relationship with your partners, relationship with your team, relationship with the people that you work with, relationship with your kids, right? With your extended family. So what else? What's important to you? What else? Health, yeah, absolutely. Your health is important to all of you, isn't it? So what else is important to you? What? Work, your career, right? Your career is massively important. What else? Spirituality, yeah. So what else? What's another area? What about where you live? Now I'm using I'm using an awful... Lynn Twist would shoot me if she just saw that. I'm using 2 sheets of paper for this. I will try to do it better next time, Lynn. All right, spirituality, health, right? What about education? Are you getting educated in these days? Yeah? Is that important to you? Maybe not, right? Okay, all right. Education, right? What else? Yeah, environment. That's where you live. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of all these different areas of your life. And many of you know, who doesn't know Jack Canfield? Right? Okay, so we all know Mr. Jack Canfield is so amazing. I gave Jack the passion test when we were at T. Harv Eker's program in Vancouver. And after giving Jack the passion test, and what was really interesting was, now here's a guy who's phenomenally successful. He's also really a happy guy. He was already living his top 5 passions. Now, interesting though, was that his 6th passion was nowhere to be found. And that was to create a group of people that came together, trainers that came together twice a year, to share their knowledge with one another. And that group now, the minute Jack realized that was a passion, he got on it. That group is now known as the Transformational Leadership Council, of which I'm a founding member. Otherwise, he would have gotten shot because he figured it out after taking the passion test. And that Transformational Leadership Council consists of 70% of the teachers in the movie The Secret. And people like John Gray, John Assaraf, Lisa Nichols, Marcy Shimoff, Lynn Twist. Would that be a fun group to be part of? Yeah? Now, here's Jack's. I'm going to say Jack's because, excuse me, Jack's a huge thinker. He's big. He doesn't have boundaries. What I want you to do is I want you to do what Jack did and just imagine that the world is your oyster, that everyone says yes to you, that there are no boundaries, that the doors are all open, that everyone you know, your family, your loved one, everybody says yes. You have all the money you need in order to do whatever it is you'd love to do. So do it. Write down something that's so out there, so completely out there that you love, and you have no idea how it's going to happen, to really give it the acid test. So how many will give it the acid test today? Anyone not? Okay, so here's Jack's, and Jack gave himself the acid test. Being of service to massive numbers of people, having an international impact, enjoying celebrity status. And if you hear any of these that you want, you put them down. Being part of a dynamic team, having a leadership role, helping people live their vision, speaking to large groups, having an impact through television, being a multimillionaire, having world-class quarters and support team, having lots of free time, studying with spiritual masters, being part of a spiritual leaders network, and creating a core group of trainers who come together, having fun, fun, fun. And then other people wrote, now here's the thing with the passion test. No one, and you've heard this a million times, but I'm going to say it again. No one is unique as you. No one is unique as you. And no one has your gifts. And no one can do what you can do. And all of you are powerful. And for you to just drop into that, because that's your greatness, and this is what the passion test is all about. So when you write these things down, if you don't want to travel the world and uplift humanity, maybe what you want to do right now is garden, then you write down what it is that you want to do. Because you don't know where the next step is going to go, and your passions are like breadcrumbs that lead you onto the path of your destiny. Right? When you're in your passion, you're so in the moment that you won't know what the next step is until you step into it. So you be you today. And we're talking about this moment. This moment, what would do it for you? What would the world, if the world was your oyster, what would that look like? So here's some other people. Living in a beautiful home, writing successful mystery novels, working in a nurturing environment, enjoying perfect health with lots of energy, stamina, and vitality, spending lots of quality time with family, and working with a supportive team. So write clearly. Write short sentences like Jack did, short, succinct. 10 passions just for today. And just have fun and write in the positive. Why is it important to write in the positive? Anyone know? I'm sorry, can you go to the microphone? Because this is important. This is really important for all of you. Why?
Because that's what you're going to attract.
Yeah, exactly. So give me an example of writing something that you don't want to attract. When my life is ideal, I'm what?
That I do want to attract?
Don't.
A bad relationship.
Yeah, when my life is ideal, I'm out of my bad relationship, right? Wait, see that. What does the mind hear? What does the mind hear?
Bad relationship.
Yeah, okay, got it? Yeah, when my life is ideal, I'm out of this sucko job that I really hate. Okay, so are you all clear on this exercise, yeah? Okay, so what I want you to do, I want you to write 10 passions. You're going to have 8 minutes. 10 passions, 8 minutes. And we're going to put on this beautiful music by Deva Premal, and it's really heart music. So just drop into your heart. That's where your passions live. So can you put that music on, please? And if you need some help, if you can't figure out a passion or what you're passionate about, what I told the homeless, then think about what you never want to have happen in your life and turn it around. Right? I never want to be on the street. Turned around, I live in a beautiful home. If you get done, look over your list and really ask yourself, am I really stepping out there? So far out that it's, almost scary, okay? Just be with it. You have a few more minutes. Because people have such a hard time getting simple about what is it that they love. What you love and God's will for you is one and the same. So for those of you that wrote that, look again. What is it that you love? You are not in control. You are, if you think you're in control, and that's what you're doing by putting millionaire, zillionaire, trillionaire, I'm going to control this. You're not in control here. But what you are is in co-creation. You're a conscious creator. A conscious creator. Consciously putting your attention on what it is you choose to create. But guess what? When you drop in and you really access who you are and what you care about, that's one and the same. There is no separation. Is that clear? So it's simple. It's so simple that it gives me a job to do, and hopefully many more of you. So thank you for asking that question. Thank you.
はい、いかがだったでしょうか。パッションとか情熱という言葉ですね。これ皆さんもしかしたらこの動画を見る前は誤解してたかもしれません。情熱とかパッションというとなんかすごい暑苦しいイメージあったかもしれないんですが、この動画を見ていただいてそのパッションとはそもそも何なのか、実は 愛を表現したものであるということがご理解いただけたかと思います。そして自分のパッションを具体的にどう書けばいいのか、何に注意して書けばいいのかというのを学んでいただいたと思います。あとはですね、皆さんが実際に自分のパッションを書き出す番なんですね。ですので今日のワークというのはこの下のコメント欄に自分のパッションをぜひ10個書き出していただきたいんですね。でそこで一つ注意することがあって、それというのはそのパッションを自分がどうやって実現すればいいのかっていうのはちょっと今回脇に置いていただきたいんですね。パッションを書き出す時にそこについて考える必要はないんです。考える必要があるのは本当に自分が欲しい結果は何なのか、どういうところに行きたいのか、どんな人になりたいのか、理想の人生を生きている時に自分がどういう状態でありたいのかということですね。ですのでぜひそこに注目していただいて、思いつくまま自分の胸に手を当ててですね、自分の胸に効くような感じでぜひ書いていただきたいと思います。それではまた次回お会いしましょう。